Aloha, everyone. Paul Aker here for Maui Alert News. And for days now, we've been telling you story after story about tragedy and loss in Lahaina, and it's tough. But this story I need to tell you now affects me personally. That is this company, Maui Tickets For Less. It had a lot of business interests on Front Street, and it affects me personally because for a time coming out of COVID-19, I worked at Tickets For Less, and I don't work there anymore, but my company has a business relationship with Tickets For Less, and I have a lot of friends and associates that are still connected to the company. So it saddens me deeply to tell you their story. In Kihei, a lonely activity booth stands as a last reminder of a business that was thriving just days ago. But that version of the business is now ash, like so much of Lahaina. The Lahaina fire swallowed 7 booths like this one. They dotted Front Street. Owner Yasser Shalabi says
it's been pretty devastating.
He's lost a lot more than the booths.
I lost 2 agents that worked with us. One of them started with Maui Tickets For Less back in 2008.
Yasser says he hasn't been able to reach 2 of his employees, Nick Turbin and Po'o Lozano. He fears the worst. Tickets For Less wasn't open on the day of the fire, so Yasser thinks they were at home, which was right in the heart of the inferno.
Our coworkers don't know how to process it, and it's definitely hard to process the fact that somebody's no longer with us.
Nate Baird was their supervisor. Nate lived just off of Lahaina Luna Road. He had his own close call.
You couldn't see anything. It's just smoke everywhere. It's like 80-mile-an-hour winds. There's telephone poles collapsing. People's roofs are getting blown off their home. It's just, there was no warning. If we maybe just had a little bit of warning, we could have helped all the old people and all the kids and stuff. And I didn't know there was all those kids in there alone. And nobody could even check.
Yeah.
And then people were pulling bodies out of the road to get to drive. And it's just worse than anybody could possibly imagine.
Nate says his family lost every physical possession. But what's worse, he says it's the grief coming from every direction.
Just like learning about our neighborhood and seeing all the trapped cars and just, like going to the mall and my friends' kids just, coming up and telling my son about all their friends that are gone. And it's just so hard, man.
Yasser says the pain has hit 10 of his employees the hardest. They lost homes, cars, everything. He's hoping the public can help ease the burden.
We created a GoFundMe page for the team members that lost their homes and lost their lives.
So if you would like to help, and frankly, I hope you do want to help, I'm going to leave links to the GoFundMe page to help those employees of Tickets For Less in the comments and other areas of this story. So give generously. For Maui Alert News, I'm Paul Aker.